Hi everybody, I'm Ebony. This is Ebony's Creativity. Thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. Today's video is going to be about how you can start a flipping business or just flipping for a hobby for fun if you're just interested in it, how you can get started by spending $0 on inventory. So basically how to secure free furniture to begin flipping with. If you just want to practice and see where it takes you, if you're already flipping or thinking about flipping and you want to start to get free inventory because you're tired of paying for it, then this is the video for you to watch. Before I get into my steps, I just want to request that you subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for returning. It really means a lot to me. All right, I have my list written down here so that I don't forget anything. If you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. Just my paper here. So I want to start off with way number one, and that is learn the trash days of the nice areas around where you live. You will be surprised how many people throw away perfectly good furniture just because they don't want it and they don't feel like exerting any energy to posting pictures or selling it. So trash days are very, very, very key, particularly around end of the month, around holiday times where people are just, I've got company coming, I've got to get this old stuff out, I'm bringing new stuff in. Times where people are buying a lot of furniture is also times when they're getting rid of their old furniture. And a lot of people just don't want to exert any energy into reselling their old stuff, so they'll just throw it out. Apartment complexes are golden because everybody's bringing their trash to one area. Some extreme flippers, they will ride around in their car just seeing what they can find. I've done that before. Didn't really give me a return on my investment. Don't think I would do it again, but I have tried it before. I think I found one thing that day and I just got it basically so that I could make myself feel better. It wasn't really anything that I needed or that I would have gotten on any other day. Just picked it up because it was out there. It was an old table, but I was able to use the feet from the table on a different flip project. So it did kind of come in handy, but it wasn't worth driving around. But if you have nice areas, if you want to try driving around, do it around holiday times. Do it around times where if you see furniture stores doing big sales, which are normally around holidays, that's the time to get to looking for furniture pieces because people throw their old stuff out. Okay. Also around the end of the month because that's when people are moving. And again, if I'm in the middle of the move, do I want to stop and post something on Facebook or offer up or let go? No. So people just throw it out there. I like to check the apartment complexes in the nicer areas around where I live, and I have found some really, really good things there. So that's the first my first key tip is know the trash days of the nice areas around you. I'm going to show you, I'm going to insert a picture here of a beautiful china cabinet that I refinished for a client. It came off the street in my own neighborhood, actually, on trash day. So, hey, if you got a little thing that's kind of squeamish with as far as getting stuff off the trash, might not be the best tip for you, but for me, ain't no shame in my game. You know, hey, I'm always ready. I got some gloves. I got my hand sanitizer, some wipes. And if I see it and I know that I can make money from it, it's fine. And trust me, I made a pretty penny from this china cabinet. And it really turned out beautiful. So I did have to put a lot of elbow grease into it. But hey, it was free. It was just straight profit. Aside from the money that I spent on the materials, of course. Number two. Use these sites, these resale sites, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Let It Go, those sites. Use them to your advantage. Most of them have where you can set an alert and you can put in the parameters for what you're looking for. So I have mine set for free dresser. So anytime somebody posts something for free with the word dresser, either in the description or in the title, I get an alert on my phone. And I don't have to keep checking these sites because that can get a bit cumbersome. Again, sorry for the sniffling, y'all. It's allergy time. It ain't no joke, but excuse me. use those sites to your advantage. Use the alerts that they allow you to set. That way you don't have to be sitting there, staying on top of it. Before I knew about the alerts, I would literally check these sites like every hour, every 2 hours, as often as I could remember to do it. And it was just too much. Then I found out about the alerts and I was like, what the hell? I've been wasting a lot of time. But yeah, use those sites to your advantage and really put the search things that you want. So put in the search the things that you want. So if you were like me and you mostly like to flip dressers, put free dresser and then check the alerts really quickly, because there are other flippers in your area, I'm sure, like in my area. If I am not on it with like in the first 2 minutes of the alert, somebody else has already slid in and secured it. You're competing with people who may need free furniture, people who also might be trying to flip furniture. There's a lot of competition when it comes to free furniture. So make sure you stay on top of it if you're interested in trying to secure furniture that way. I'm going to insert a picture of this purple little girl's dresser, purple and white, which I secured that way. I got an alert. Boom, popped up. I was on it within 2 minutes. Can I come pick it up now? Which leads me to my third tip. Another tip is what I was trying to say. I'm tongue-tied. My allergies are acting up. Work with me, y'all. Okay. Number 3, quick access to a truck is imperative. If somebody is giving away something, they're not going to wait for you to take your time, call your cousin or your granddaddy or your dad and wait for them to help you arrange with them to get with the seller and pick up something. Ain't nobody got time for that. So you need somebody that either is on your team, or if you're serious about flipping, you might want to invest in a cheap truck if you can. Not everything is going to fit in a Honda Civic. So, if I'm reaching out to a person and I'm saying, can I come get it now? And I'm able to go in my truck and just pick it up right then. That's better than, can I come get it? They say yes. And then let me call my cousin and see if I can arrange with him because I don't have a truck. No, ain't nobody got time for that. Most times the seller, if there's anything that prohibits them from getting it out quickly, they'll just sell it to another person or give it to another person. So you don't want that. You need quick access to a truck. So that way, when you follow tip number 2 and use those websites to your advantage, you can move quickly, because that's key in what we're doing here. Number 4, 2-for-1s. These are very key. Like I said, access to a truck also helps with this, because like when I went to go pick up this table here, the lady who was giving me this table, she said to me when I got there, look, I have another table if you want it. And so this kind of ties into my next tip too. Be nice, because most of the time people, especially if they can see or if they know, when I go to pick up stuff, I'll hand out my business card. But once people know what you're doing, or if you just show up and you're nice, they'll say, hey, I got something else. Do you want to take a look at it? That happens to me all the time. You would be shocked. So when I went to go pick up this table, I ended up getting another table. I didn't take a picture of it all together, but here's the frame of it. And I can show you how it looks now because I've refinished it. So here's how it looks now. And it was free. I just went there to pick up one table. I had space in my truck. I had a good positive attitude. And the lady gave me a whole nother table for free. I'm going to make probably a couple $100 off of both tables. Well, more than a few hundred off both of these tables. And I got them both for free. And I was only expecting one. So when you go, be nice and ask if they have any other things that they're trying to get rid of, and just say, hey, I'm a new flipper. Do you have anything that you want to get rid of? And then most of the time people don't mind helping you out. They're trying to get rid of stuff anyway, and you are wanting to accumulate it. So as long as you have the space to accumulate things, which is another tip, make sure you have space to accumulate things, because it can be addicting. Like, I know at one point I got addicted, and if you saw my workspace right now, you'd be like, what the hell? And I can insert a picture. But I got a lot of projects to get through because at one point I just stopped flipping and I just got addicted to securing more and more furniture. So now I have a lot of projects that I can work on, but you know, hey, they were all free, so you got to get it while the getting is good. Um, so yeah, ask if there's anything else that they want to get rid of and just be nice. Keep a positive attitude. Let them know what you're doing. And most of the time, people don't mind helping you out. The next tip, check around when you see houses being flipped. Check around. Don't do that. I think it's illegal to just go up to the dumpsters and start taking stuff out or go on a construction site and start removing things. But if you can catch the workers while they're there, you can ask them. I got these great windows that are really good. If you've watched the last couple of my videos, you know they've been focused on farmhouse. I've got a bunch of these farmhouse windows for free. People are paying money for these windows, and I just saw them out on the ground, and I was like, hey, y'all getting rid of this? Can I have it? And they were like, sure. There's a whole bunch of more of them if you want them, because we're completely flipping this house. So I was able to secure these windows, and they are perfect for farmhouse, and they were right on time because that's when I was doing a bunch of farmhouse flips. So don't just walk up on someone's construction site trying to take stuff, but if you can catch the workers, just ask them, and most of the time they're happy. The more they can give away, the less they have to haul or worry about. So most of the time you won't have a problem. I've gotten these great windows, and like I said, I've already sold a couple of them. People are willing to pay $30-$40 for them, especially around Christmas time. They're great to repurpose and do DIY projects with. So hey, I saw it laying outside on the curb, free to me. I'll take $40. Works out for me. So that's another tip. The next tip is let people know what you're doing. So I have a neighbor who saw me hauling out a dresser one day, and he gave me a hand, and he was like, what are you doing? Like, I always see you out here manhandling all this furniture. What are you doing? So I let him know. And now when he has things that he wants to get rid of, or when he sees things, he'll bring them to me. So most of the time, if you communicate with people and let them know that, hey, I'm trying to start a business, I want to try something new. If they have anything, any resource that can help you, they'll help you. He tells me when he sees stuff out and about that I can use. If it's a trash day and I haven't looked, he'll tell me, hey, there's a nice such and such, a nice set of chairs, a nice whatever up the street. Go check it out. And then I can hop in the truck and run up there and look at it. So neighbors, friends, families, all those people are willing to help you if you let them know what you're doing. And so utilize them as a resource. Here are some tables that my neighbor actually gave to me for free. He was just like, hey, I got a house full of stuff. I'm about to redecorate everything. So if you want the old stuff, come get it. I was like, say less. I ran over with my dolly and picked out the things that I wanted, brought them right over. Money in my pocket. I've already sold one of them. I decided to keep because it actually needed a side table, but I did sell the other one. And I was able to make, again, $30-$40 off of it. So, hey, works for me. And my final tip is to think outside the box. So look at this broken table. I don't know what this, I think it holds pool sticks maybe or something. I don't know what it is, but I call it a table because it has a bottom, some legs, and a top. So to me, it's a table. But it only came with the bottom and the legs. But think outside of the box. I can cut these legs up and I can use them as risers. If I get a flat piece of wood and put them on the bottom, I can use them as little feet. I can use them in different kind of ways. I can make them legs on another table. So when you see this, you might think it's garbage. Like, why would she even pick that up? But at the same time, I'm looking at it in a different way. I'm thinking of how I can cut them in pieces. And now I've got little feet to put on, little risers, little trays, whatever I might decide to make. So that was my final tip. So I hope that you found this video helpful. Please do not be discouraged. Do not think it's not accessible to you. Quick backstory. I started flipping only about a year ago. I made a nice chunk of change doing it. And I started it because it was a part of a therapeutic process for me. I do boring work for my real job, and I just needed a mental break from it. I was going through a lot at the time, and I just wanted a creative outlet. And I have been able to make a ton of money flipping furniture, and it's really been a blessing to me in my life. I started out with 2 sanders and 1 saw, and that's it. So, and I was using, if you look at most of my previous videos, you'll see that I was using paint from Walmart, Dollar Tree brushes. It does not have to be fancy, but you do want to do good quality work. I was using wood filler from Walmart, paint from Walmart, Dollar Tree paint brushes, my sander, and that's it. So go check out, and some Windex, and not even on brand Windex, glass cleaner from the Dollar Tree. So I started out really cheap. Go look at a few of my earlier flip videos. They all turned out beautifully. I made more than $100, more than $200 on most of them. And it was just something that I was doing to help me pass the time away. So I hope you found this video helpful. Please do not be discouraged. If you want to start, there is so much free furniture out there. And so I hope this video will inspire someone. If you want a creative outlet, another stream of income, something to do with your time, something to keep your hands busy, something to make keep your mind off of whatever it is that you might be going through, try flipping furniture. If you don't like it, that's fine. You've got the furniture for free, so hey, you don't have to keep going and not put too much into it. But in my life, it's really been a blessing. It's really helped me to become an entrepreneur. It's helped me to explore another career outside of my boring, regular, everyday job. And I'm hoping that it will get me out of there. So I really want to encourage you. It's not hard. You don't need a lot of capital to get started, and get flipping as soon as you can. Also, subscribe to my channel before you click out. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, please do not forget to subscribe. If you're returning, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. If you have the time, please select another one of my videos to watch from the choices on the screen and in the description box below. Thanks, guys.